Hello everyone, it is April 20th and believe it or not, I have a kiln opening. It has been so long since I've done any real firing at my house because as you know, it's been kind of hectic here and I had stuff, my studio was a mess and I can't work in that mess. So anyway, but I peeked in the top of this, but this has got all that stuff in there that, you know, you guys have seen me make, and I haven't uploaded the photos yet, which I'm going to, well, hopefully today. I have to go to work in about an hour or so, so maybe not today, but now I have the photos to upload to the videos of all the processes you've been watching. So let me open this up. And we'll see what this looks like. The top platter looks beautiful. I will lower you down, and so you can see too. That's probably the easiest way, right? I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Let me see if I can move this over a little closer. Sorry about moving you around. I'm not sure what works best. It's been so long, I can't remember how we did this. Jeez. Look. So this is the first platter. Oh, that's gorgeous. So this is textured turquoise, which I still have about half a jar left, but I went out to my local clay supplier, Queen City Clay, and they were out of it completely. So, my studio where I work at the rec center is out also, so hopefully I can get some more in before everybody's ready to glaze, because this is everybody's favorite. This is one of the huge favorites, and you can see why, because it's just so pretty. So that's textured turquoise. I still have pots in here from the last time that I never even sold. So these I have to sand off. So these are my little mushrooms. And then, so some tops will fit some of them and some won't. There's one there. I hope you guys can see well enough, because I'm in the shadow, and the shade, I guess, here on this side of my house. But yeah, so, and then this will get a little baby one over here, which is probably on a lower shelf. But yeah, can you see the colors on that? So remember, this was done with underglazes. And then, so yeah, I did put some clear, one coat of clear on that. And then this was just a brown underglaze wash. And then I put a little green underglaze here for moss. And I did put a little clear on the moss just to make it look shiny, like, you know, it was moss, and to give it a different texture. So you can see this is blue inside. And but see, these are all underglazes. So anyway, so that's one of them. Eventually I'll have these all on my website. I have an Etsy shop in case you curious. And this is another one of these toadstool stands without the top. And then these, I have a whole bunch of, I don't know if you can even see these, my little ladybugs. Can you see that in the camera? There you go. So these, I might think about gluing some of these on the toadstools. I'm not sure. I made about I guess about a dozen of them here. Whole handful, little baby ladybugs. I've got some helpers in here today, of course. Two little furry helpers. As long as I don't step on them, I'll be okay. You're so curious. Goodness. Watch out, Molly. that looks so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, all the textures in that. That turned out beautiful. This says believe, so I'm going to try. Someone gave me a tip on how to turn my video around so that the words are, so you're able to read the words and they're not backwards. So I'm going to try that. So if you can read the word believe, then you know it worked. But, oh gosh, it turned out beautiful. So the texture is, these are stamps. These are just little star stamps that I made out of clay. And then you see the little circles here? Those are made with the back of a toothbrush. And then believe was a rubber stamp that I bought. But again, this is that texture turquoise. Amico PC. What a gorgeous, gorgeous glaze. Wow. I think that was a little heavier of an application. I put 3 coats on for sure. But you know, it kind of depends on, you have to really keep this mixed well and put on 3 good coats. Whoops. I just hit the camera, didn't I? So here's another one, texture turquoise. I think I did 3 of them. Now this one looks like part of the KILN shelf. I got a couple little specks. I may have to refire it, but it's got a couple little imperfections there, which looks like they're pieces from the KILN shelf above it. But again, that's texture turquoise. And I made those trays from a mold. Well, I made them from another tray that I bought at, I think I bought that tray at Target during the summer when they came out with their, it's like a lime green plastic tray. They came out with a bunch of their summer picnic dish sets. So that's where that came from. It's a really nice mold. Oh, these shelves get heavier and heavier every year. Okay, so what the heck? Oh, I must have forgot to glaze a bowl. Unless this is just, I don't know. Oh, this is the dark clay with the slip over the top. I thought that I thought this was a clear on the top and I couldn't see the design underneath. So it's been vitrified, but I'll still be able to put underglaze on here and put another clear, and I'll refire it. So it's not a big deal. It won't hurt to refire it again. So that was interesting. Oh goodness. So here's this one. So okay, so you can someone was asking me. So this is the dark standard 266 clay again. You can see, remember I put the little leaves and the underglaze on the outside? In this one, yeah, so you can see the little leaves there. So on this one, instead of doing the white slip on the dark, I use white underglaze. And it looks okay. It's more translucent, so you really, I don't know. It's okay. For some reason, I like the slip a little better. Now this one will get, if you can see the holes I have here, it'll get a wire handle with beads on it. And then there's one on this side too. Whoops, on this side. But yeah, most of the purples all stayed intact. Nothing really burned out on that. It looks really pretty. But the slip is a little more coverage. I could have put another layer of white underglaze on here, but you risk that bubbling if you do that.
So yeah, I don't know. And these are just a bunch of these toadstool bottoms. The tops, I think a lot of the tops are in the bottom of the kiln. So I will set these over here. You can see again there. Got little moss on there that I put on there. Well, this turned out beautiful. Shoot, I'm trying to think of the name of this glaze. Kennedy's Cascade. It's one that Queen City Clay makes by hand and sells it. It is gorgeous. Look at those, like, almost has like crystals in the bottom. This is kind of known as a runner. So you know, in order to get this beautiful color, you have to put 3 good coats on, and it can run. So I don't like to put it on the outside, but I was trying to find a color on the inside that matched these blue flowers on the outside. And the flowers on the outside again are underglaze, and they are this is on standard 266. I did put a little bit of clear on the flowers, but it kind of burned off. I just put 1 coat on there, but just to give it some stability when it went through the dishwasher. Because I always tell people just put things in the dishwasher. But that is gorgeous. So again, that's one that Queen City Clay makes on their own. And I put the same thing as on my fish, but not as thick. You can see the color difference. So what I did with this fish was something new I kind of tried. Was I put green underglaze on the fins in the back. I put yellow and orange underglaze on the eyes. I put purple underglaze on the lips. And then I covered the whole thing, instead of covering it in a clear glaze, I covered the whole thing in this Kennedy Cascade from Queen City Clay. So I put a regular glaze over the underglaze, and what's nice is that you can see it kind of filled in, and so I don't have that solid green underglaze. He looks really cute, doesn't he? I like him. He turned out good. And I love all the variations of the color. So yeah, so I didn't put that on quite as thick because I was afraid of it running. So you can see it's a little lighter in color. Shelf is sticking. There we go. Always be careful when you pick up these shelves and hope that one of the shelf posts aren't sticking. Okay, well, let's get the boring stuff out first, which would be more of these. They're not too exciting without their tops. But you can see, like I said, these got holes in them, so I can put these in a dowel rod or something underneath there, or a wire stake, and put them in a plant so they don't fall over. Or you can just set them. I made them with a wide enough bottom so that you can just set them somewhere to also. They don't have to be on a stake in a soft surface. You'll be able to see those better when I here's one of the little baby tops that goes on the toadstools. I like how the little bumps, it kind of looks like warts. really stuck. Jeez, I got KILN wash on there, but okay. So here is the bowl I did. Remember I did the I did underglaze. I painted the underglaze. Then I put these transfers on over top of the underglaze. And then I went back after I did the transfer on and the transfers were dry. I came back and put underglaze on top of the transfer. So I put it on light enough, as you can tell, so it did not cover the black outline of the transfer. If you put the underglaze on too thick over the transfer, it will cover the transfer. So yeah, it turned out pretty. A little fishy in the bottom. Oh, and this is the one, remember I put the words on the outside? They turned out nice, didn't they? Yeah, I really like that. And the words you can get from Sandbow Transfers, Sandbow Studio. I think their website's China Clay Art. That turned out nice. I just keep my cats from not knocking them off. So here's another one. Remember, so here's that transfer, another set of transfers. So this was the one, if you remember, I painted underneath with the underglaze. And once the underglaze was dry, I put this transfer over the top. And that turned out really pretty. I like it much better than the transfer over just dark clay. Yeah, so I got another one of these in there too. And I'll take pictures of these and put them on the video. And one more shelf. Oh, goodness. Okay, so here is here's another one with that transfer on there. That looks nice, yeah. I wish the red birds stood out a little bit more, or, well, I wish the white on the trees was a little brighter, but maybe if I used a rubber rib on top of that, it would have been darker, I don't know. Well, that turned out pretty. So that's the underside. Now this one I put a little clear over the top, and it looks like the green underglaze is a little darker where I put the green. I mean, where I put the clear. But there's the inside of that. Remember I painted that one with all the underglaze? Now, I did have some blues in here that I don't see anymore. So, but this one is with the one with the slip. So you can tell that it covers that clay a lot more. So it just kind of depends what you're looking for. If you want better coverage, use the slip. If not, you can just use the underglaze. And then all I have left now are a whole bunch of these little tops for my toadstools. So I'll just show you a couple of them. See, so they'll fit on here like this. See? This camera angle's weird. Let me raise it up a little bit. Maybe you can see me. There we go. This might be easier because then I'm not leaning over with. There you go. So so then you can just kind of move around. You can kind of fit like that or whatever you want. And they're all a little different. Some of them I must have got a little clear glaze on the bottom, so I gotta sand that down. But there's another one, so that would be like a short top. This one's the cameras on these phones really don't do them justice, but they are really cute. The color blues, and you can see the greens in there. It's really pretty. I'm gonna get some more out. Oh, this one turned out pretty. This one is blues, and this was turquoise and chartreuse. Isn't that pretty? How fun is that? I won't show you all of these. I'll be here all day. How about that one? The white really stands out, which I'm not as happy with the white standing out that much, but you know, you never know until you fire it, right? But it's cute. Here's some purple ones. Yeah, they're fun. Must be getting close to 3. I can hear all the cars going around the bend with the loud music. So here's another one. Got the little baby one on the side. Not cute. And then the big one over here. Isn't that cute? Look at that. I might have to make some more of these. These are just fun. And they're so easy to make. I did a video on this, so if you're watching this, just look back. You'll see my video on that. Shoot. All right, let me just show you a couple more, because I know there's a whole bunch in here. But and you know, when I make them, these tops are all different. You know, don't worry about making them all the same, because then they would be boring, wouldn't they? Look at that. Seeing how they kind of move a little bit? Yeah, I like it. Let's see if I got one more I'll show you. Here's another kind of blue one. See this one, you can see the little green. So I did a blue underglaze, and then I put green over the top. But see, I like how they move. So if they're out there in the wind, and you can just kind of move them around. Look at it. I like those. Now sometimes I put a little bit of that molding clay, not molding clay. It's like called tacky something. You can use it to put, you know, on the wall and put your paper up there or something. It's been around forever. But anyway, you can put that on top or something if you don't want it to move, and then it'll keep it in place. But yeah, so alrighty, well, I think that is it for today. As usual, thanks for watching. Here's a couple more little ones. I'll get out of the kiln. I'll get this little purple one. See how it's just got the little loop on the bottom? This one's pretty. Look at that little light blue one. So, anyway, I will get some pictures on my website of that. And again, thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll have to reglaze that one bowl. I can't believe I put that in there and forgot to glaze it. Oh well, it's not a big deal, right? But yeah, the Kennedy's, I think it's Cascade. Kennedy's, I know it's Kennedy something. Kennedy's Cascade from Queen City Clay. That was a real win. I think I used it all up too. But yeah, that's a beautiful glaze. Very pretty. So I'm happy. Happy, especially that texture turquoise. That always comes out good. As long as you stir up your glaze really well. Now I had some people who used it in my classroom, and it was a little more blotchy. And I think, you know, in a classroom, when people keep adding water to it, it actually gets a little too thin, and then not all the chemicals, or not chemicals, but minerals in there that make up the glaze. Some of them sink to the bottom if there's too much water. They need that thickness to keep all those suspended. So anyway, but thanks for watching. Have a great day.